'cause I got you. I couldn't ask for anything better. When we're together.
So I'm going to do a review on another brush. You just saw the foundation brush and the powder brush. So one of the other brushes that I got that is featured in that video, so definitely stop this video, go back and check that out, and then come back to this video, is number 57. I got this one for eyeshadow. So as you already noticed, I did my eyebrows, since I did my foundation, my powder, as you saw, and then I did my eyebrows off of camera, and I did my base on my eye, which is always like a cream color base. And so this one I wanted for my eyeshadow because I thought it was a perfect size, of course the perfect feel for my dominant eyeshadow, which is usually in the crease of the eye. So I'm picking a color right now. Usually I'm queen of color coordination, so I have black and white on. So I normally put black and white shadow, but I'm not really feeling that right now. I want to wear like a shimmery pink or mauve or silver. So I'm using this palette right here, which is it's by Revolution. It says Revolution Tasty Latte. It's like a smoothie. My granddaughter was saying, that's a smoothie palette. And I'm like, yes, it is. So yesterday I used these two colors. And I don't want to use the same colors. So I'm thinking of using now just one or the other instead of both. Or one of these other like bronzy colors. Let's see. Let's try... I'm going to try the pink again. The shimmery pink. Which is this one. It's called Piccolo. That's this one right here. So I'm going to try that in the center. And I'm going to let you know how this brush works as far as eyeshadow application. So I'm going to be looking in this mirror, but you guys can see me. So I usually sometimes I start off in the outer of the crease if I'm going to be doing two colors in the crease. So I'll have my outer color, but this is going to be all across the crease. So it doesn't matter if I start in the middle or the sides. So I kind of do circular motions, just if you didn't know that, or if you haven't seen my videos where I do makeup. So when it's an all one color, I'll normally start in the middle, but it really doesn't matter. And then I'll just do circular motions to get it, you know, not a harsh line, but kind of the application of this is so nice. I mean, my other brushes, which are a cheaper quality, or a cheaper price, I should say, because I love the quality of them, even though they're not expensive, work just fine as well. I'm not really picky on eyeshadow brush. I do like it to be this size. I do want it to be like a soft feel so that the application of it is really soft and it's not poking my eyes or scratching my eyelid in any kind of way. So that I do look for. But I feel like my other ones are, you know, not as bad as well compared to this one. But I do love this one because I do feel, as I'm applying it more and more, that it is a little bit softer. So I definitely would buy this one again. But I feel like, again, my other ones are just as good as this one. Ooh, I'm dropping the brush. Hold on. So you guys, I just turned on the camera. I wasn't planning to do a video about this or really anything right now. I am going to be doing a video on the gift that I am sending my sister-in-law to Mexico. I'm going to do that when I'm done getting ready, but I wasn't going to turn on the camera for anything else. And I don't even know what else is going on this video, if anything else is going on this video, or for the first time, I'm going to do a short because I've been wanting to do those to see if I could do it. And they seem like a lot of fun, and you could just upload a lot of content because it's short. But no, I just thought I just got to turn on the camera because I'm so happy, so impressed of what I'm doing right now that I had to share with you guys. So I don't know if you guys seen the video yet. It was the Sephora haul, and I think it was called my first Sephora haul. But in the video, I show what my husband got me as an anniversary gift. And part of that haul was some brushes. And when I saw these brushes, I really thought they were Morphe brushes because they looked just like Morphe brushes and they felt like Morphe brushes. I don't know why I can't talk right now. But the girl said, no, they're actually not Morphe brushes. They're Sephora brushes. And she said, but the quality is just the same. You're going to love them. So I thought, okay, first impressions are always great. And they definitely definitely convinced me with the first impression, the look, the feel, all that great stuff. But of course, the ultimate challenge or the ultimate test is using them and see how they are. and if you would buy them again. And so I thought, okay, so one of the brushes that I got was this one right here. And I wanted this brush, and I think it's called a bronzer blush brush. I'll right here under what I'm saying right here, I'll put the exactly number and the name of this brush. But this one I got because I've always wanted to try this as a foundation brush. But I tried some, they're like, nope, that's not going to cut it, not going to work. So I would always resort back to my like beauty blender sponges. This is my favorite shape, or something like this, because it just felt good and it just covered just perfectly. But I still was, you know, really curious about really wanting to do the brushes. I would see people on YouTube do it, and I'm like, God, that looks like it goes on so smooth, like it covers it even better than a beauty blender. So I thought I'll try one more time, since it seems like the same quality as Morphe, if not maybe better. The price is like a Morphe price, maybe even more than Morphe brushes. So I went for it, and I used it the other day for the first time, and I really liked it. But then I thought, no, I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure, because I was kind of running out of foundation. And so I thought maybe because I couldn't put as much foundation as I wanted, it might not be, I just got a weird message. It might not be that great just because I only put a little bit, and maybe that's why it covered well. So I got to put what I regularly put, which I like full coverage. And so I still don't have enough foundation, but I was able to put a lot more than I did the other day. And so I just covered my face with this brush, and I'm telling you, this is going to be my ultimate all-time favorite brush. I know it, unless one day I buy Morphe as well and kind of compare the two. But as for right now, I'm so happy and so impressed with the quality of this brush. That was it. That was the ultimate test. I love the way it applies. It doesn't leave streaks, or the hairs, you know, in other foundation brushes, the hair is kind of like separated. Let me give you an example. I love this set of brushes that I got a long time ago. They're even kind of breaking a little bit. I got different sets of brushes, so I love brushes. But I tried something similar to this, and this is okay, but it didn't convince me completely, not as a foundation brush. Now I use this as a blush brush, and it works perfectly well. This one, because the hairs are more looser or spread out, it's perfect for a powder or a blush brush. I don't know what I did with that one that I bought, like similar to this, but it just didn't work. The hairs would spread, and then because of my foundation, it would stick to the hairs and clump different sections of the brush, and I'm like, oh my God, no. And then it would leave my foundation streaky. I'm like, absolutely not. And that's when I went back to my beauty blenders. But when I saw this brush, I thought I gotta give it one more try, and so I got it. You see it says number 70, so you'll see the number right there. I'll also put it across the screen, and it says on here Sephora. So it's a Sephora brush, and oh my God, when I applied it just now, I haven't did any other makeup. This is the only thing I've done. It goes on so smoothly and so perfectly, and my brushes, the quality of my brush, of the hairs are still intact. It doesn't leave clumps of foundation and the hair spreading. It just goes on completely smooth. Look, I still have some foundation on it now. And it goes just on any section that I do, even underneath the eye, which is a section that's harder to get. I'm just kind of spreading more foundation over just for the purpose of this video, because I was completely done. But just the smoothness of the application and the way it covers and leaves no streak, I mean, just does so much better than a beauty blender, big time. So I am in love with this brush, and just had to share. And then to get in the creases of my hair so it doesn't get completely on my hair, it works so perfectly. Oh my God, on my neck area, my nose, my lips, just perfectly. I don't know if you can see the application on my face of it, but I'm telling you, you could completely and utterly feel the quality of the brush when you're applying the makeup. It covers everywhere. It's smooth. You don't have those hairs that scratch you and like poke your eye out. It's like stays level, balanced. It's just the perfect brush. So if you have a Sephora, or you're going near Sephora, do pick up the Sephora brush number 70. I forgot the name, but like I said, if I haven't done so already, I'll run it across the screen. But it is the best I've ever done. And maybe Morphe is even better or the same. I don't know. I'm going to look into how much this same brush in Morphe is and maybe buy it just for the, you know, the challenge of it, of just comparing and seeing if they're the same, and if it's even worth, if they're like the same price, or Morphe is more or less or what. I'll give you a whole review on that because I do plan to do that. But yeah, definitely number 70, the Sephora brush for foundation, is ultimately the best brush, foundation brush I ever thought. I never thought I could, you know, use a foundation brush to apply my foundation. I thought I was going to be forever in beauty blenders, which I'm not knocking them. They're great. I'm sure I will still use them at times. But to know that I don't have to put a beauty blender in my makeup bag when I travel or go out of town or go out for the day, that I can actually just, it's a part of my brush collection that I take. So I'm just like in awe. So I just wanted to share that with you. Now I'm going to continue applying. Now I also got, in that haul, you see that I got the powder brush. I've also tried this one already the other day, and I'm going to try it now. This one is number 80. It also says Sephora. I'll put the exact name on there. But it's kind of a little too big for my foundation. Not my foundation. My powder. I think it's a little bit too fluffy. Not fluffy. The feel, the quality is still there. I'm impressed. I'm pleased. So let's clear that part. I would definitely buy it again, but I feel like I want a little bit smaller. It's just taste, just my preference, that I just want maybe a little bit smaller for the foundation and stuff. But this is good. It really covers your neck area really good. But as far as like right here, I just wish it was a little bit smaller. But I'm definitely happy and pleased that I bought this. And this one also impressed me. And I will definitely buy it again for powder. Because it like covers all over really quick because of the size of it. But just because I'm so used to something smaller, like this is what I'm used to as far as a powder brush, is this right here. And you see, this is not a high quality brush, but I've had it for a long time already as well. So you got to give credit where credit is due. I love it. I've always been pleased with it, but it's had its day. And see, I just like it because it's just the perfect size. See that? How it covers my under eye, over eye, all over foundation, foundation powder. And this just this does the job. I cannot talk, just as good, but I just felt like the size, and it's a little bit softer than this, so that kind of throws me off. So when it comes to powder brush, it's just a matter of preference. So like I said, I'm happy and pleased that I bought this, and I will continue to use it for my powder. But I also want to get one that's this size to also have an alternate for powder, because I'm used to this size and I like it. Some people like that, you know, quick overall coverage, which you'll get. This will be much faster, a little bit much faster than this one if you want a quick, you know, do your powder and be done with it. But if you're just not in a rush and taking your time, this size just feels better for me. But the quality of the brush is a million times better here than this brush, of course. So quality, this one's better, but just size. So I want the same set of brushes, or same brush in this brand though, in this size. So you know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. I'm just trying to overly explain, and I feel like you're like, if I don't over explain, it's not going to be clear. So yeah, so I want the quality of this brush, and I want the Sephora brush, but the one that's in this size for powder as well. So I'll have both. So I'll choose whatever I want for that day. If I want to just hurry up and get out of here, I'll use this one. And if they have one that's this size, I'll use it for when I'm just taking my time and doing my makeup. So, and I got a few more brushes, so check out that video if you haven't done so already. I haven't used the other ones yet, but I think I'm going to dab into them today. I have to do an errand. It's really important. So, yeah. So I just wanted to come on here and share that. I don't know if I'm going to add anything else to this video, but we'll see. So if I do add anything else, continue watching. If not, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. So it's not that I'm not impressed, but I feel like all my other brush sets, it's very comparable to this one. So it's not like, it doesn't supersede them like the foundation brush did and the powder brush did. Those were very, very impressible. So even though I am impressed with this one, and I definitely will buy it again, my other ones that are a cheaper price or a no name brand, or maybe is a, you know, like some of them are my BH Cosmetics, which is a good brand, are just as good, and I pay less price. So if it's just as good, then I will continue to buy the one that's a less price. But I'm definitely happy that I have this in my collection. I just wouldn't buy it again anytime soon. Like, I gotta have it because it totally wins over, which would be like this brush. This would be the same size. This is one that I use a lot. I actually have quite a few of them. I have this one, which is not as great, but I also have used it for a long time, and it did so good by me. So I'm loyal to this brush, and this is just like an Amazon brush that I bought. Another one that I use, I don't see it here, but I think I have 2 or 3 like that. No, it's probably over here in my brush holder. But this is like the main one that I use and that I really, really like. It's soft, not as soft as this one, so got to be real about it. This one, you can definitely feel the quality in this brush. It is worth buying. It's the same size, so no difference there. It feels soft when you do it here, and like I said, it doesn't poke me or scratch me. I love the way it feels when I apply it, so it's definitely comparable to this one. This one, I believe, was $22 versus this one came in a set. And I think I got this set from Kohl's. It's a Basanti set. And I don't know if that's like a name brand. And it says concealer buffer is what it's supposed to be. But I don't use it for that. I use it for eyeshadow. So it is comparable. So I'm definitely happy that I bought this and that I tried it. And it's going to be a part of my brush set. And I definitely will enjoy using it because it does feel a little bit more softer than this or any of the brushes that I have like this. But again, at the same time, these still hold up their own. They hold their own. So not too shabby. And I'm glad to have something that still holds their own. So yeah, so this one's number 57 if I haven't said it. So I'm going to just continue doing my other eye, which I'll show you real quick. If I start at the end, I would go like this, circular motions, and go towards the crease, circular motions in the inner crease, and then circular motions in the center, and then go back and forth like that, just to give it a well balanced and blended look and not those harsh lines. And I'll just do one more and then I'm good. But look at that. The application is so good with this brush. So yeah, I like it. I'm very happy, very impressed, glad to have it a part of my collection. And it's just also at the same time nice to know that my other ones hold up just as well. So yeah, number 57, if you want that one. I love the way it blends easily. Now, like with my other ones, I did notice that I'm gonna have to go back and forth a little bit just to make sure. I kind of have to work a little bit more to make sure it's blended. It could be the palette as well. So I'm going to go back and forth on that one. And under here, if I have a chance, I'll tell you if they still hold up just the same or if one ended up being a little bit better as far as the shadow being applied and blending in. So that'll be what I'll give you the review on. So I just wanted to show you the review of this brush as well. So last brush that I got in the anniversary gift, I got a total 4, is this one right here. This one is number 88. See it right there. And it is Sephora as well. The quality, again, the look, you can see and feel the quality big time. So if that's your first impression, you're good. So, but the ultimate test, like I said before, is if it really works when you're applying your makeup. So you saw the powder brush. I can't talk too many B's and US in those words. Powder brush, great, love it. You saw the foundation brush. That was my number 1. Love it. And then, of course, the eyeshadow brush. I loved. Pleased that I got all of those 3 so far. And now the last test is this one, which this one could be a powder brush too, which I said is comparable to this one that I use right here. So it's the perfect size. This just tends to be flatter and this is more rounder, but it's pretty much the same size. So I could take this one and use it as a powder brush as well, but I don't want to leave this one out, which I wouldn't. I will still use this one, but I know I could see myself running to this one more if I decide to make it a powder brush. So I want to give this one its place, which is not bad. Or you could use it for a blush brush, which is what I'm going to use it for now. And so I'm going to apply my blush, which I would have already done it. I usually do my foundation, then I do my powder, then I do my blush, and then I do my eye makeup and the rest of the makeup and my eyebrows. I do those three first. Foundation, powder, and blush. That's the thing that I do, but I wanted to show you those other brushes first, so I kind of went out of my routine. So let's see if this works. Now, this is the palette I'm gonna be using today. This is like my go-to blush palette. It's by Revolution as well. I love Revolution. It's a vintage lace blush right here. I got it last year. I love it. I've had like a bronzy one too. I don't know whatever happened to my bronzy one. I think it's in the bathroom somewhere. I must have left it there, or I don't know. I had a bronzy one too. I don't know if I let my daughters have it or what, but you can see where I'm hitting pan. That's how much I use it. I don't use these two as much, but I definitely want to start dabbing into those because I'm hitting pan. But yeah, so I'm going to see how this works as a blush brush. If I don't like it as a blush brush, then I will alternate it. I will use it as a powder brush and just have two powder brushes. But I'm hoping, because I want a brush for each thing, and so I'm hoping that this will be the magic trick. So I'm going to dab into this darker pink one first, and then I'm going to put this little light one to blend the pink one in. So this is a darker pink, and this is a lighter pink. So let's go. So I do this to form my cheekbones because I don't have defined cheekbones. So when you don't have defined cheekbones, this is a good trick. A lot of people, I feel like, have done it or have been doing it for a very long time. So it's like, to make like that fish mouth. So if you're a contour person, that would be perfect. I'm not really into contouring, but if you want to do contouring, that will show you exactly the spot to go. See, it's regular cheekbone. And it defines it. So I do it just for my blush. So I start here and go up to here. I stay in this area. Circular motions as well. I'm loving the application. It feels so soft, but yet strong. So when I say quality, I want to see the strength in the brush, but at the same time, I want to see the softness in the brush, where it's strong enough to get the job done, but soft enough, and it's, you know, sensitive to your face, where, you know, I'm going to get the job done, but I'm going to treat your face like if you're a baby. So I have to have those. That's when I see the good quality. And of course, the application of it, where it puts on the makeup without having to go over it and over and over and over and work so hard. And then you have to do all this cleanup. So those three things qualify for quality. So I'm going to do this side. And then that side. And then I'm going to do the light pink one now with the same brush. Just to take away from the darkness and the harshness. But you do want your base. And what I do is I take, which would normally have been my powder brush, and I blend it. So if I wanted to keep it like this, this is what it would look like. But you always want to do a little blending. So, and that's why I say this. I normally do it. Hold on. So I normally take my powder brush to blend it in, but this one is so big and fluffy that I don't know if it'll do the job. So let me go ahead and stick with this one, since it is now my powder brush. And I just take it, lightly go over it, and just blend in the top line and the bottom line. Even though the application is really, really nice, so I'm loving it, because it's not as a harshest line on either top or bottom as it would have been with my other brush. So I'm loving that. But I'm just going to go over it just to make sure it's nice and blended. So up and down, and then circular motion. So see, so you still have the color, but there's no harsh line on the bottom or the top or in the front here. And so, and because this, your powder brush should already have powder on it by now, because I would have done this before the blush, it works good. So I still have the product on there, and I'm just like circular motions, just kind of blending it in. And it's good. So see, this works good, but see, again, I want to go back to this type of brush, or where's the other one? This one. It would have been like this one to blend it in. So I like it though. Let me see if you can see the difference here. So yeah, so this is a perfect blush brush. So I would definitely keep it as a blush brush. But I think I'm going to buy me another one, so I could use one as a powder and one as a blush. And that way I could get both satisfactions. And just definitely, I wouldn't probably buy this one again, because I know this one's going to last me a very, very long time. And I'm happy to have it as a part of my collection. I don't regret buying it at all. I'm so happy I tried it. And I'm glad that it is a part of my brush collection. But I definitely will buy another one of these, one for powder and one for blush, because they both work well with both. They're perfect. They're the exact size and the exact feel and quality that I need for both powder and blush. So I definitely will buy 2 of the number 88. Yeah. And there's my blush. So those are all the brushes that I got from Sephora. There's your review on all 4 of the brushes that I got from Sephora for my anniversary gift. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely go to your nearest Sephora and get these brushes and any other brush that you need. The one brush that I regret not getting was an eyebrow brush to do my eyebrows, to outline my eyebrows and shade it in. I didn't get that one, and I regret. I'm going to go back and get it because that's another important brush that I need. I did order some from Shein, but I definitely want to get, because I love the quality of these brushes so much. And I'm so happy I got them. I'm definitely going to go get the eyebrow brush. And like I said, one more of these to have one as a blush and one as a powder. So overall review of all the 4 brushes I got, from foundation to powder to blush and eyeshadow. Very happy. Very, very happy, very satisfied. I love them all. They all did the work. And to see and feel that quality, and to know that your third part of the test is applying the makeup and it going on so nicely, was perfect. So I love it, love it, love it. Like I said, I would definitely go back and get another one and just use this one as a quick, I'm out the door. I got to really go over it really quick. Definitely glad to have that in the family. And I'm definitely going to get the eyebrow brush. And when I do the eyebrow brush, I'll let you see the review of what I thought of how it applied my on my eyebrows. So that is it for this video. I didn't know for sure how long this video was going to go, or what all that I was going to put on it. Like I said, I just turned on the camera and spontaneously and thought, okay, I just have to show them how I'm impressed with this brush. And then I thought, well, since I'm sitting here, let me test all the brushes out and give them a review, because whenever I do a haul, I always feel like most of the time, if possible, I want to give you an update on what I thought of what I bought. So this was the perfect time to just test all 4 and give you a complete review of the Sephora brushes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Don't forget to hit the notification bells, because that's the only way you get heads up on every time I upload a video. Like, comment, share, all of that great stuff. So to my next video, take care.